สวัสดีครับ
Sarika. Good morning,
สวัสดีครั
Mr.
บ
Mike. How are you today?
Very good, thank you. I just want to welcome all you guys สวัสดี from Thailand to Korea.
Okay. I'm calling you from Korea, from Seoul.
Yes.
So we would like to have a nice talk to you today because of
Okay.
we have our Thai Korean business center. So we'd like to know about get to know more about Thai brand, Thai lifestyle brand or furniture brand. So
Okay.
would you please introduce yourself since you are one of the established Thai exporter in furniture industry? Please.
Okay. First of all, welcome to Thailand. My name is Jirachai. You can call me Mike as a nickname, right? I'm from DEESAWAT industry. We are the second generation of furniture exporter from Thailand, right? My father started the business since 1972. We do a lot of OEM and customized for European brand, for US brand from the beginning, right? But with the support of PITP, like 10 to 15 years back, we try to develop ourselves into a brand by working together with the Thai designer, Japanese designer, Asian designer, and even European designer. So today, I would say that DEESAWAT brand is just a small Thai brand that can establish or that have exposure to the world by exhibit ourselves in Isarone in Milan and also in Maison Object Paris. So we are one of the few brands that have the personality of the Thai cultures that export to the world at the moment. Yes.
I see. Wow, you have a great experience in Europe as well.
Yes, but because the economy today has been changed quite a lot, right? And then what we found out today that for the past few years that when we expect in Milan, in Paris, right, we feel that there's more and more of the visitor from Korea who is interested in something different, like not only the European brand, but they are looking for something as an Asian brand or the Thai brand as well. So that's why we find that Korea is one of the potential market for the Thai product as well.
Could you talk a little bit about your product? Is it teak? You
Yes,
make it from teak wood, right? So
yes, because
facial design
for
of teak wood.
yeah, for DEESAWAT for Thailand, right? Thailand has been known for a good quality of timber product in terms of teak wood material. So DEESAWAT is very strong in terms of teak wood as because we have all the production process in the factory ourselves, right? We have all the log yard, we have doing the sawmill, kiln dry, all the furniture and production, right? So one thing, right? Because in Europe and in America, they have a long culture belief in terms of teak wood for outdoor product. But in Korea and in Asia, we have to find a different exposure or different approach to the teak wood into the market, right? One of our successful story is that like in Japan, now a lot of high-end project hotels and resort, they are looking for something in the long run. So one thing that we believe is that Thailand is very strong in terms of design concept, quality concept. But if the customer is looking for the price competitive, of course, Thailand is not the most competitive in terms of price. So in terms of marketing, that's different level of marketing, different approach. So like for us also, we are looking for the customer who can understand the quality of the timber, the quality of design, and also the product, not only the cheapest in the market.
I see, I see. So I heard that you have win a lot of award in many
Yes,
countries.
yes. Like for international award, we got award from Thailand, which is the DMARC Design Award of Thailand Best Design Award, right? We got Good Design Award in Japan. We got German Design Award. We got European Product Design Award, and in Korea, I got award for the K Design Awards as well,
Wow, in
right?
Korea as well.
Yes. So recently, like a lot of people say, right, the award is for what purposes? For one of the things that I believe that if, uh, in Korea or in Taiwan, when we try to enter the market, right, what is my initial approach is that we try to send our current collection for the award competition. So at least we understand if the product match with the requirement or match with the taste of the country or not. So that's why we start up since 2 years or 3 years ago, just to try to get awareness in terms of design and test the market that our design is matched with the Korea or not.
I see. I
Yes.
also know that you have been to Korea to explore the market. What even have you joined before?
Okay. For Korea market, let's say we are in the furniture line. So our first approach is that we did join the Korea Furniture Fair, right? Korea Furniture Fair is where they group and they put all the furniture manufacturer from Southeast Asia together and exhibit. So we find that okay, that is one market. That's a market for the product. Then the buyers are quite a good quality buyer as well. But by the end, like, is it the market that where we are looking for or not? So with the support from the Thai Trade Center in Korea, we have been also uh, have experience to exhibit in Korea View, right? Korea View is different from the conference of Korea Furniture Fair, right? One of the reason is that uh, when we find out that sometimes our price is not matched with the requirement or our design is not properly been fit with the market. So when we approach to Korea View, the exposure is different. The customer who visit the Korea View are interior designer, architect, and specified project specifier. So in that way, we don't have to try to sell what we have, but we can just get the information from the customer to know what type of product you are looking for, and we can, as a manufacturer, we can support and customize for the project requirement. I think that that's more and more potential on that behavior.
I see. So unfortunately, this year we cannot join Korea Bill again as we planned. So we
Yes,
Thai Trade Center so we rearranged for our exporters to have online business matching. What do you think
yes.
about this activity?
Okay. It's happened everywhere in the world that today the market place like all the exhibition has been freezed, right? So I think online business matching is something that as a new trend of the market because nobody can say that the COVID coronavirus of the COVID can will be last for how long. So by the end, right? This is the new purpose that we can at least meet a new buyer, meet a new people, right? During the time like this, some people say, "Oh, when the economy is no good, we have to stop doing everything." I say, "No. When the economy is no good, you have to work harder, right, to get a new exposure, to get a new customer, just to try to work harder than normal." So that's why with the business matching event happen with the online matching with the PR event, everything need to be done at the same time, right?
Actually,
You
yeah,
cannot wait until the economy come back to be normal and start doing everything because that will be too late.
yeah, I agree. I agree. So have you met anyone during your trade negotiation?
Right? Very surprisingly, I'm getting a few contacts from the business matching in Korea, and also we got a good contact from the Maison Object also for the contact for project also, right? One thing is that by the end, right, I say that in Korea, let's say like what DEESAWAT is looking for in Korea market, right? I'm looking for project customized, project specifier. I'm willing to work with designer. I'm willing to work with the interior designer and the, architect. That is our strong point because we know that by the end, right, we cannot, for teak wood furniture, from my experience with 2, 3 times in Korea, we know that people are not aware of the quality of the teak wood at the moment. So that's why we have to look for the market who want to look for some stable or good quality product. That will be in terms of hotels, projects, something like that, right? So I would say the more we expose to the market, the more we test the market. My next step in Korea is that we should have a good step on for the project requirement to have a good portfolio so that the customer can see that, oh, this what product is good compared to other product available in the market. In terms of quality, you need to have a portfolio. That is what we are trying to do at the moment.
I agree. Your portfolio very important to
Yes,
present to the customer or to the buyer to
yes,
understand your strong point of your product. Is that right?
yes.
Okay. And you think that is it the Korea suitable for Thai products? Do you have any experience to share with us, please?
Yes, I see. Okay, you know, a lot of my friends ask why it's always happen that you need to have like 3 year experience to enter the market, right? That is the common business study that first year you bring whatever you have and test the market, but by the same time you have to listen and try to accept the feedback from the customer. The second year, when you present something, right? Now you adjust what you have to fit into the market requirement and start launching the market. And if you are lucky, you can start doing the business by the third year, right? But some of the new generation or young people say, oh, why it have to take 3 times or 3 years? I say, you know, you can try to shorten it up by, let's say, if you exhibit in Korea for 3 times a year, you try to have more exposure. You adjust yourself quick, right? Try to be quick in terms of modification. Try to approach market faster. Then everything can be done in a short time also. But market today is not easy as before. That means you cannot just say, okay, you are lucky and got a good customer. It's not happen all the time like that. If you are lucky, yes, it can you can get a good customer. But when you enter the new market, of course, you have to keep in your mind that adjustment, modification, something to you need to have a lot of adjustment to fit to each country.
I
That
see.
is what you have to do.
So that means if you are the newcomer, so only
Yes,
one time is not enough, right?
yes,
So in order
yes,
to access any market, you have to try at least 2 or 3 years, I think, to
yes.
be to understand more about the market very well.
Yes, because by the end, you cannot say that the product that you make for Thai local market can fit the Korea market, right?
Correct.
Because each country have their own behavior. But at least please keep in mind that there's a potential for that market, and you have to study harder and try to be open-minded to adjust to the market. That is what you have to do.
Okay. As a newcomer, how should we prepare to come in the market from Thai exporter? What do you think?
Uh, you know, to prepare into the market, you know, I'm not that expert as well, but I can share the experience as like some senior guy, right? So what you have to do is that first you have to prepare an option. Let's say if there is an event coming in, right? You have to get your price ready in terms of export price, minimum quantity volume, and also the term and condition. And
Mm.
one thing you have to keep in mind is that if you're planning to go international, right, in terms of copyright of the logo and everything, you need to take into consideration because once you enter the market, you have to be prepared in terms of all the conditions that's going to be happen, right? So that's why DEESAWAT is now registered for the brand in most of the country, but not all the countries. So we look into the market and try to protect our logo and our collection as well,
I
right?
see. So register trademark is also important.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
and luckily that the Thai trade, the ITP is now having the what is that you can register in Thailand that can protect internationally also. So you have to study on that on how to protect your own trademark for international market.
So first have to register trademark in Thailand first.
Yes, yes,
And then if you
Right.
enter any market, you should uh, be aware to register trademark in that market.
Yes, that's right. But one thing, before you do all the trademark, when we go, before you do everything in terms of design and everything, you have to make sure that your product is right,
Mm,
right?
right.
Because sometimes people are so much crazy about branding, and by the end, you have no identity in terms of product, so it doesn't make sense. So you need to prepare your product, you need to prepare your branding concept and target right, and then start doing the branding and also the PR of the branding.
I
Right.
see.
I have to thank you to the ITP Thai Trade in Korea also that you have a lot of projects that support the SME and also support the industry to do the PR marketing in terms of branding as well. That is very generous of you, and also you have a lot of new channel that are using the KOL to do the small influencer that match very well with the today marketing. I have to thank you on that as well.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. We really pleased to support our Thai exporter. What we our Thai trade center so try to do this year. I have some opinion that a lot of Thai products are beautiful and a lot of good quality, but I think we
Yes,
have haven't proposed much or present much to the international market,
yes,
especially in Korea. They thought that we just have a very old kind of design,
yes,
traditional furniture, but actually we have variety of design that go to Europe already. That's why we would like to work with our Thai furnitures and decorative items or lifestyle product to show yourself. And another thing is I think it's very important to show your designer as well. We talk less
yes.
about the designer, so we should talk about brands, we should talk about designer, should talk about inspiration, or the quality of product. Actually, Thai people very shy to talk about those things.
Hmm.
That's what I think.
Okay, that's
Maybe,
correct.
yeah, maybe we need
And
to more exposure to the market.
because what I think is that to do branding, right? We cannot just because as all the small industry SME enterprise, right? Right. It's not easy to shout a branding by yourself. So it's a very good opportunity that you group all the unique branded together and try to express the image of the Thai design or the Thai brand to the world, right? But
Right,
please make sure that what you make in Thailand doesn't fit everywhere.
right,
So try to adjust, try to be an some adjustment, some modification. You will always, I just want to warn, you will always meet the customer who say you are too expensive, right? So when you say that, when the customer say that it's too expensive, that means they have the intention to do the business, right? So
okay,
now
yeah,
is the
sorry.
next step to try to adjust and try to fit into the market requirement,
Yeah.
right? At least you try. That's it.
Do you think the prices matter in Korea?
Uh, it depends on the market approach, right? What happened last time, like in Japan also, when like I sells to Europe, I sells to OEM for some customized brand in Europe, and what happened is that some of the customer they re-import the brand from Europe, which is like 3 times what we offer in from Thailand, right? So what happened is that expensive or cheap is because it depends on how you appeal to the market,
I see. I
right?
see.
Same product can be 3 times higher or lower, whatever. It depends on how you approach to the market. So that's why you have to build confidence in the customer. You have to make sure that you have to express your brand properly to have the customer understand that this is the brand from Thailand. You are the top range in Thailand. This is what you have to do. Something like that.
Then the next step, you have to find the right partner.
That's correct. So that's why I say Thailand, we have a very good quality products, but how to see the quality? So that's why you have to got the good portfolio in terms of project reference, in terms of some image, some portfolio or reference for project. That's what need to be done as for this one. Yes.
I see. Okay. So, I think, well, we have a very good information or good experience from Mr. Mighty Sawat. I think that he gonna have a great success in Korea market. And then today,
Yes.
probably I thank you on behalf of Thai Korea Business Center from Korea and Thai Trade Center Seoul. And then we probably will meet again because you're gonna come into the Korean market soon, right?
Yes, that's right. So
Okay.
Korea, keep in mind, new market is not easy. Don't consider it as an obstacle. You try to make it as a challenge. Korea is my next challenge to the market. I would love to collaborate with all the customer designer. Let me know what you need and I do my best to enter your market.
Maybe you say something to our Korean business partner.
Yes, Korea business partner, right? To all the designer, all the brand, right? Please note that we are offering something different from what you have, right? We are open to customize the collection. We are open to tailor-made to your requirement, right? So what DEESAWAT need from you is that we are not looking for the business, like as a business. When we enter the market, we are not looking for the customer, but we are looking for the business partner to work together, to grow together, and success in business together. That's what we are looking for.
Wow, thank you very much.
Thank
감사합니다.
you.
See you
คำ
on
สามินะขอบคุณมากครับ
the
ขอบคุณมากครับ